Milo, how have you been dealing with having to stay home? Are you still in the mouse catching business? Can I have the microphone back, please? Okay, let go. Let go. Okay, thank you. Have you scratched any good couches lately? Oh, well, that's the microphone. Stop. Don't. Oh, okay. Can you Milo, let go. Let go of the microphone. Okay. So this is Milo, my cat. He's not the nicest cat, to be honest. Okay. All right. Let go of the microphone. 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 Please, Milo, let go. Good morning, South Avenue. Welcome to another edition of the South Avenue Morning News. Today is the 19th of March. It's also Thursday.
What's for lunch? What's for lunch? Anybody know? What's for lunch?
For lunch today, you can still go to South Avenue or the high school and pick up a lunch/breakfast. At the high school, it's between 10 and 10:30. At South Avenue, it is between 10:30 and 11. But we know, the district is aware that there's a lot of people who just can't get out at those times. So if you cannot go out to pick up the lunch and the breakfast, email Dr. Landau and let him know that you have some students in your household that need some breakfasts and lunch, and some volunteers will drop it off at your door. I believe the way it's going to work is they will make deliveries on Monday for a couple of days, and then again on Wednesday for 3 days. So we can cover the week with 2 deliveries. Once again, I'll put the Dr. Landau's email address down there at the bottom, but you need to email and say, hey, we could really use some of those breakfast/lunches, and some volunteers will drop them off Monday and Wednesday. Okay, please take advantage of this. This is a great opportunity to get some good, nutritious food. It's free. There's no reason not to do it. We want our students to be as healthy and well-fed as possible. The weather today. Well, it's starting out rainy today, this morning. The rain showers look like they're going to taper off. It's not going to get too warm today. It's going to get up to about 46 today. But tomorrow it's going to get a lot warmer, but there's going to be some rain still. So scattered showers tomorrow, but high near 70. That's kind of exciting. And then Saturday, boom, it gets really cold again with lows down near 20. So winter is not quite done with us, but 70's fun.
It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today.
Again, there are no birthdays today. So weird. Okay, so it is t-shirt making time. We're gonna go with some pink ink to start us off, and somebody has requested the cow in pink on a black onesie. So that's our first project here. We mixed a little white with the red to get the pink, and Amelia's gonna apply the ink onto the silk screen. Oh, we need to put the tape on. Okay, so now she takes the squeegee, pushes the ink across the outline. The ink goes through the hole that was created when we washed away the emulsion, and it goes onto whatever you're silk screening. Okay, and now the grand reveal. One adorable onesie with a pink cow on it. So cute. Okay, t-shirt time.
I've got a t-shirt, a yellow t-shirt, and on my yellow t-shirt there's a great big me! Na, 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 na.
Corduroy. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already." "But he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped into an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop, off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled, bang, into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight into her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. The end.
Hey, Milo, did you hear the one about the new Corduroy pillows? They're making headlines. Get it? Headlines? No, Corduroy lines, pillows, whatever. So listen, we are really missing our students. We're missing watching them work. We're missing all the cool things they do. And so in order to maybe provide them an audience for some of the things that we imagine that they're doing at home, we would love to see some of their work, and a lot of us are on Twitter. So if you are, as long as you have permission, if you post something on Twitter, maybe you made something and you want to show it off, or maybe you have made a little play or puppet show at home and you film it and you want to show it off. If you put it on Twitter and tag it with South Ave LM, we would love to see it, and we would love to be your audience, because we are definitely missing you, and this seems like a good way to connect. So once again, if you want to share some work that you've done or a performance of some sort, with parents' permission, put it on Twitter and tag it #SouthAvLM, all one word, and we are super excited to see it, and we are going to monitor that Twitter hashtag and keep an eye out for some of our students' work. Okay? Please keep in touch.